All right. Are you guys set?
Oh, we're set.
Yes.
Yes.
Good morning, everybody. Today is December 1st, and we have our first roaster and our first tube of coffee. We have, for the first roaster, Matteo from Göteborg. And I'll let you guys introduce yourselves. You can tell a little bit about your roastery and what you do at the roastery.
All right. So my name is Clara, and this is Daniel. Daniel is one of our roasters. I'm doing more marketing and stuff. And we're actually in the roastery right now. Yeah, as you can see. And we've been roasting ourselves since 2007. So it's been quite a long time. And we actually rebuilt the roastery like a year and a half ago. So it's open, very much bigger, more open space, which is nice. Especially
You guys are in the new roastery now?
Yes, we are.
Cool. I feel it has a very similar vibe to the old one.
It does. It's actually just on the second floor instead of the first one. So it's the same building. It's just a bit bigger. As I said, more space, which is good these days, especially. Yeah, but it's still very cozy. It's pure Matteo feeling.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. And before you say a little bit about the coffee, how many grams? I'm going to brew 200, or let's go back. How much would you recommend per 100 grams to brew? Or how do you figure it out on when you guys brew?
We usually, when we do hand brew, we mostly do like V60s here.
Yeah.
So
perfect.
we kind of always start with like the 15 grams. Yeah.
Okay.
The 15 grams of coffee.
15 grams, you said?
And just, 200. Yeah, 15 grams of coffee and just 200 grams of water.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's kind of the go-to. Either if we just brew for ourselves and try the coffee after a roast, or when we brew to customers.
Okay,
Yeah,
great.
so
I'll start with
15 grams of coffee and 250 grams of water.
Yeah, 250.
Yeah, 250 grams of water.
Yeah, okay. I thought that was Then we're at about, so that's 600, right? I'll just take a little out. I'm going to brew 200.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, nice. All right.
All right, we're set. And okay, so I'll grind this up, and you can tell us a little bit about what we're going to be drinking today.
All right. So this is the Kenyan coffee. It's called Kianyaga, and it's a AA sorting.
Mm-hmm.
And we've had Kenyans for such a long time, but lately it hasn't really been impressing us. That we tried from Kenya, so we looked a really long time to find the specific one, the Kianyaga.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I mean we kind of looked for it to be this, classic traditional Kenya in a way, which has like this very juicy mouthfeel and a lot of black currant as well. But then we also wanted to highlight the more, acidic part of it. So it has a bit of that, lime acidity and like lime freshness in it as well. So it's like the best of two worlds. You got this traditional Kenyan, which you recognize, but also a little bit of freshness to it, which might not always be the case with the Kenyan. Like the acidity is not always overwhelming, but this one, Kianyaga, kind of has that like aftertaste of it all, where it rounds it up. It starts very juicy and it turns into this fresh kind of lemonade sensation. So that's kind of what we were aiming for, and that's kind of what we actually got to. So really excited about this coffee, really satisfied. And like Clara said, we have been roasting for quite a while. So we kind of knew the profile, like the roasting profile for a Kenyan, and kind of started from that and experimented obviously with a couple of roasts. But in the end, we were really satisfied with the result.
Cool. For those who don't know what a you at the very start, you mentioned it was double A grading. What would that
Yeah.
say?
Well, in terms of the sorting, it was like the bean size and just how well equally the coffee was thrown out of the roastery later. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Like with all, maybe not all Kenyans, but some Kenyans need some, post roast sorting, which we had to go through this time as well, just to make sure that the volume that we sent and the brewing consistency that it would go through in multiple, countries who've ordered
Yeah.
your coffee or this subscription, that I would taste as good as possible, be consistent. So it was worth sorting it. We've had like worse AA sortings, but this wasn't one of them. But it
Yeah.
still needed some sorting just to perfect it a bit,
Yeah.
optimize it. Yeah.
Cool. You posted one photo on Instagram where you guys were sorting after the roast.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you do when you do that?
Well, we kind of look for so in this particular coffee, in this Kenyan coffee, we really didn't see many of these Quakers, like these bigger, paler beans that hasn't been properly developed. It's a bit more baked of sorts. That we didn't find. We, however, find some beans that were what should I call it? Like emptied out. It was kind of only the shell left. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
it's
the
like hollow.
inside was- yeah. And it was essentially those which we went for to kind of sort out, so they don't, spoil the brewing and the consistency of the coffee experience. Yeah.
Exactly. So usually when sorting, like we don't really sort that. We don't have to sort it out that much.
Yeah.
But in the specific coffee, we look for defects, of course, as Daniel was explaining. And defects can occur in such different ways. But the specific coffee had, as you said, just a few of them.
Yeah. Huh?
So how does it smell for you?
Uh,
Have you smelled it yet?
yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it smells, well, really fruity to start with.
Yeah. That's a good start always. It's a good indication.
Yeah.
I'll have to admit, we've been cheating on this one a little bit. We've been drinking it while we've been packing the calendar.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's nice.
we've been enjoying it a lot.
Oh,
Great.
happy to hear.
I'd say, I think the I think like dark berries, cherry comes to me anyways.
Yeah.
That's nice for a first sip.
And I think this one, I really like drinking this one as it cooled down. When we were packing, it would be sitting there for like an hour.
Yeah.
And then the last sips were super fruity.
Yeah.
One of the packers commented that he thought it started to have like a licorice aftertaste.
Oh yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So when he said that, I know once people start suggesting flavors, you can say, "Oh yeah, I taste that too."
Yeah. They just insert the kind of experience in everyone else. Yeah.
But it's nice when the coffee can be good even though it's cold.
Yeah.
Colder.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I think coffee it sort of it gets stronger whatever direction it's going to go. So if it's a really poor tasting coffee, it's just going to get worse and worse and worse. And if it's a great tasting coffee, it'll also get better and better and better. It'll just sort of make exponential the taste that's already there.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's always appreciated when there are so many layers in a coffee. Where you
Mhm.
can, as Lars said, enjoy it when it's hot, when it's
Cold.
medium, or when it's cold.
Yeah.
That's I really can appreciate a coffee like that, regardless of the origin or the process method. It's something that will stick to you in the end, something you will remember in the coffee.
I think I feel a little bit of citrus, like you were mentioning, like if someone had taken one drop of lime juice in it or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Tastes about that much.
More modern take on a Kenyan coffee.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Great. Well, I'm not going to keep you guys any longer, and we'll move on to the next day. So these can be sort of short and easy for people to watch each day.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Of course.
thanks for your time, and we'll see you again in a couple days.
Yes.
Looking forward to it.
All right.
Hey.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
man.
you.